Good afternoon, dear children. So, let us start your moral science. I believe we are done up till chapter 3, right? So, today let us start chapter 4, that is punctuality. 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 What do you mean by punctuality? Basically, it means being regular, being on time, and also being promptness, or you can say timeliness. So okay, let us go to page number 23. As I read out the text, kindly follow me. Before we go to the chapter, let us have some basic understanding, a brief introduction about punctuality. So there are some points mentioned in your text under the topic called warm-up. So let us go through that first of all. How do you feel when a patient dies due to the unpunctuality of the doctor? How do you feel when you miss your exam due to the delay of your car driver? How do you feel when your helper is late and does not have the courtesy of saying sorry or expressing regret for the delay? Lack of seriousness on the part of individual or taking things lightly may result in unpunctuality. Other things include weak memory, improper planning, and not smart in time management. Defense personnel are trained to be disciplined and punctual. They stick to punctuality whether it is rain, sunshine, or storm. So basically, these are some of the challenges, some of the difficulties that one can face for being unpunctual, you can say that. So just imagine these scenarios, the instances which are being mentioned out here. If same thing would have happened with us, like or with any of our near and dear ones, so the book is asking that how would we feel for being unpunctual? Definitely nobody will feel good, right? So therefore, with these questions, I hope you understood the importance of being punctual, of being on time, how important it is. So now let us understand what do we mean by punctuality. Punctuality is a habit of doing things on time. It is the secret of success. It means everything in orderly manner. It means completing the task and being available on time. It helps in managing one's own time, thereby respecting others as well. Being punctual is a sign of discipline. If you're not punctual, you might miss many important things in life. Punctuality is a proof that you are reliable. Punctuality helps you to gain trust of other people. Punctuality saves you from awkward position. Punctuality creates good impression on others. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Some of the 11 features are the main points of being punctual. Okay, what do you mean by punctuality? So it is not only I would say that that just being on time, but it is something more than that. As if you could read the second point, it is one of the key points, or you can say it is a secret of success. And another thing about the most important or valuable point among all this, I would say, is that it also helps in managing one's own time and at the same time respecting others' time as well. Plus, it's a symbol of being disciplined, and it helps us, it helps us to build a relationship of trust where people can trust us. So in order to understand punctuality in a much more better sense, there are some stories that is mentioned in your text, some examples. I could see, some of the great personalities examples are also being mentioned in page 26 as well as 27. 26 it is about Gandhiji, 27 it's about Amitabh Bachchan, Narayana Murthy. So let us see what this story has to offer us. This is a story of a boy who did not care about the value of punctuality. Alright, a boy for whom being on time does not matter. He has no value of being punctual. So let us start the story. One day Sunil was late for school. His teacher, Miss Mary, asked, "Why are you late, Sunil?" Sunil said, "Madam, I could not find my pen box this morning. I searched for it for a long time in my house. After 2 hours, I found it on my brother's bed. My brother played with it last night. He then left it on his bed." That was his answer. Madam accepted his excuse. A few days later, Sunil was late again for school. This time, he told a funny story. He said, "Madam, I could not find my shoes this morning. I searched for them in every corner of the house." "Where did you find your shoes then?" asked Miss Mary. "Madam, I found one shoe under the bed and the other one on top of the cupboard." Miss Mary asked, "How did the shoes come to be in the wrong places?" "Last night, went out for supper in a hotel with my parents. We came back home late. I kicked my shoes off too hard. One of them dropped under the bed and the other one fell on the top of the cupboard." Sunil explained his matter. The whole class roared with laughter. Sunil was ashamed of his explanation. Miss Mary was happy with Sunil's excuses. She warned, "Sunil, this is not a good habit. You must keep your things at proper places before you go to bed. Your bag, books, shoe and pen box must all be ready before you sleep. In this way, you do not have to waste your time for searching them in the morning." Sunil decided to follow his teacher's advice. Now he keeps all his things at proper places. He is very punctual. He does all his work on time. His teacher was very happy to see the change in him. So, friends, you should also follow the advice of Miss Mary. So basically, the moral of the story or the message that we get from this story is that punctuality makes our life easier, makes our life happier. As because you see in the first two instances, one is because of this pen box, he was late in the school. In the second instance, it was because of his shoe, and as a result, he was questioned by his teacher and he had to answer. And he also felt ashamed as the whole class laughed upon him for his act. After his teacher's advice, when he started obeying his teacher and keeping all his things at proper places, doing all his work on time, he was very happy, and even his life became happier as because he was timed for school. So with this small story, the big message that we get is that punctuality makes our life happy. Now there are some tips of being punctual, page number 25. Make a priority of being prompt. Make a list of tasks that you have to do. Use a timer to make sure that you adhere to those times. Make a to-do list and cross out anything that is not a priority. Be prepared to be on time. Keep a little more time in case of unexpected events. Be prepared to wait. Set up reminders. Always leave on time by giving yourself a time cushion. So these are some of the tips which you can practice, and also some more additional tips are there on page number 26 if you flip the page. So I hope what this chapter is actually trying to give us the message you got already, that if you are a latecomer will never succeed, and a person who does everything late will always suffer. Children who come late to the school will miss the lessons, and also a latecomer will not be a leader. So my dear children, be punctual to the school, be punctual in doing your homework, be punctual in your eating habits, as because punctuality will keep you healthy and happy. So another examples which I mentioned of these famous personalities, as I told you about Gandhiji, Narayana Murthy, Amitabh Bachchan. Please go through this, and if the assignment for the day will be, go to page number 28. See, there is a project under the title project. Write about an instance happened to you because of unpunctuality and the sufferings you faced. So that will be the assignment for you for the day. Alright, please take note of it. Let me also mark. Alright, so see you in the next class. Study well, everybody.